All right, we've got Kamandi issue number 19 out of 20, and we're doing all 20 in this here. Kamandi Last Boy on Earth by Jack Kirby, Volume 1, put out by DC. I think it was 2011. I'm joined by my partner in crime, Turbo Crime, Jake Jacobs. Jake, how you feeling about this?
Good, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We're closing out the first 20 here, commanding number 19. So we're getting somewhere.
And cover inked by our boy, D. Bruce Barry.
Yes, as listeners are happening upon this video, we have just discovered a uh, a Comics Journal article with the complete biography of this guy, this inker, D. Bruce Barry, who we didn't know very much about.
We didn't know
Um,
anything.
and it turns out the guy has been leading a life of insane demonic art and writing, and he was briefly institutionalized for threatening somebody.
Harlan Ellison.
He shows up at a comic convention in the late 60s with a 38-page written accusation of another sci-fi artist threatening him at gunpoint with Harlan Ellison, the famed science fiction writer,
It's
and then
crazy.
later in the same
Well, we're
treatise.
gonna we're gonna do a breakout issue. We've kind of come to the point where we're gonna do a little breakout video, reviewing the news comics journal um,
Article, yeah.
article, but we need to find some material too because this guy's becoming a patron saint of.
He's an enigma wrapped
I
in
don't
a.
know, man. I don't know. I mean, it's just so this is a. I just want to apologize officially that for the last two issues of Kamandi, we were just sort of like, maybe it's Roz. I was saying maybe it was Roz Kirby doing, you know, we just didn't really have anything. We actually took some time, sat down. I did, and found that article, and I still haven't even dug. I want to dig even more. A true outsider, pulps,
Yeah,
comics,
now
paperback
we have a lot more
novels.
keywords. We have a lot more keywords to search up now.
Yeah. We've got leads into some stuff. So we're going to put something together because we're finishing up these 20 issues of Kamandi and reviewing them because we're making a post-apocalyptic comic book called Turbo Pit Fighter. So we figured, why don't we do some breakout videos and talk about some of the stuff that inspires us and also leads us down rabbit holes like D. Bruce Barry, and getting more informed, better informed, and also lead us over to places where we might be able to use material and
Yeah, but who knew that the deep Bruce Berry rabbit hole would lead right back to this great black and white, drafting style and crazy demonic inspired artwork, sci-fi, stuff. Um, so yeah, stay tuned for some updates on the life and travails of D. Bruce Berry. But for now, we are going to dive into Commanding 19, starting with Chapter 1. We see on the cover, it looks like humans, so that's odd. And they're in some like retro 1920s car,
Chicago, last gang in Chicago.
Tommy guns. We open up to find that, as usual, animals rule the world. This is Earth AD. There's an instance of him using that expression. And Kamandi, the last boy on Earth, is finds himself with a gun in his face. He says, "What in blazes, humans? Get out! Oh, that car, stranger! You won't need it here. Yeah, welcome to Chicago, sucker." Edited, written, and drawn by Jack Kirby, inked and lettered by the aforementioned D. Bruce Berry. Um, I gotta point out this page a little weird on the left on the arm.
Here,
Seems like there's some black spots, some black Kirby stuff
it gets a
missing
little
there.
angular. It
Yeah,
was
and
also
that
here. Where was it? Maybe it wasn't there.
that shoulder looks like it's split into two,
Yeah.
and then it kind of disappears into the black. I don't know. It's very confusing right there.
Yeah. But he's following, as he was instructed by Mike Royer, to just trace the pencil lines, which
Right, but that's the thing.
We had established last issue, 18.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Sometimes the artist, has sketch lines that were not refined, and and so there's like two lines there. You have to decide which one to go with.
And then if there's a shape, whether you're going to fill it in or not, because
Right,
color would take care of it. It's not like you had to create any kind of crosshatch or hatching pattern. It would just be okay. Here you
right.
go.
Not here anyway.
Yeah. So
So
all
we
right.
we turn and we open to a double
Wow.
page spread. It looks like a tunnel, and there's a truck here
Acme
where
beer, the best.
what? Yeah, Acme beer. I've had that before. Um, and the Kamandi has his vehicle that he absconded from the guerrillas. And these guys have some classic cars here. Looks like a Bentley or a Rolls or something, whatever. Nice double page spread. Lots of gangsters here. Um, Definitely got the retro look. And it says, fleeing an encounter with military apes in decimated Ohio, Kamandi has reached what was once Illinois. Here, he suddenly comes face to face with the unexpected. Cut to speech as Lefty. He's a witness to the hijacking of that truck. We got to take him with us. Hear that, kid? You're a guest of the gang. Never saw this kind of iron bust before. Must have been made out of town. We'll dump the truck driver into the kid's heap and get rid of them both. This is incredible. They're like living fossils, he says. And it looks like Kamandi happened into the crime scene where this truck is getting boosted by these gangs. There's a whole town here of humans, apparently. So this
Talking,
is a
wearing clothes.
right, but they're from a bygone era.
This is gonna be interesting. We have our theory, but we'll keep our mouth shut at this point.
hmm Yeah, I think the theory is that Kirby was watching some Edward G. Robinson movies. I think that's what.
Yeah, that's you see.
Just sit nice and quiet, sap, or just gat goes off.
Whoa.
Okay, chug chug, head for the club. Up and look at that drawing of that figure right there.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
did I miss that in the first? I got to go back. The guy with the right, who is that look
Right
like
here. Oh,
in in that panel?
the here?
Yeah,
Oh, good Lord.
Edward G. Robinson.
I would say yes. I can verify and will verify, and something will pop up on the screen saying yes or no.
Yeah, those distinctive lips, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha, boss. Still awed by this incredible happening, Commander rides with the gangster caravan. They're entering this tunnel. Where can it lead? For seemingly endless miles, the tunnel twists and turns towards its hidden destination. I hope that kid's enjoying the ride. Ha ha ha. Suddenly, the tunnel changes. Its structure begins to reflect the air of a more dated time. Speed it up, jerk. We don't want to ride all day. I can't believe this. Something about it seems so unreal. That might be a little hint that these
Hmm.
could be robots or something.
Hmm.
Take a look, kid. There it is, the big town. Chicago. It's intact. Chicago survived the great disaster. Da da da. You don't get the majesty of the thing from that little panel, but your mind fills in the rest. Meanwhile, far behind, an armored vehicle lumbers into view. There's no sign of him, Sergeant Ugash. So yeah, they're still hot on Commandy's trail from last issue. Why don't we turn back? It looks like he shook us. No animal is smart enough to outwit a gorilla. Stop the car. He came this way, I'm sure of it. I'll take a closer look at this area. There's nothing out here. Nothing. So it says, fool, there's that big mound and there's an opening in it like a tunnel. That's where our little yellow haired animal is hiding. But he won't be safe for long. We're going in after him. The military vehicle moves forward once more to begin the strangest encounter in Commandy's world.
Hmm. That's a cool panel.
Wow. This looks like the Roaring Twenty with flappers.
Dixieland 5.
A world within a thanks for adding the music. A world within a world. That's what Kamandi finds at the end of his journey. Only this world seems to be torn out of the Roaring Twenties. Every stereotype of that period is in view. Every sight and sound is authentic, and death is the order of the day. And chapter 2, the last gang in Chicago. This is the end of the line for me, but what a surprise. Yeah, so ladies dancing on the table. It looks like cigars and booze, a speakeasy. Not sure what the height of that doorway is. Looks like it's a little short for that guy. I don't know what I'm seeing here. These guys are on a platform or something, and then there's like a lower level. Is that what it is?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that would make
Okay.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
Kamandi's boggling mind tries to absorb it all. The age of jazz and gang wars he's studied about whirls noisily around him. I've got the St. Louis Blues, Dixieland 5. We got a target for you, fingers. I know what to do, boss. Commandy's taken to the rear of the nightclub. Hi, handsome. Keep moving, kid. I've had enough of this. What kind of game are we playing? The boss don't play games, kid. Get in that room. What's this all about? Don't tell me you're gonna bump me off. Orders from the big guy himself, kid. Sorry. I'll give you as a fighting chance, though. You can go for that gun. It probably isn't loaded. I ain't lying, kid. Go for that gun. It's loaded. It's your only choice. He's serious. He wants a shootout. But as Kamandi lunges for the weapon, bam, ha ha ha. Then, pow, 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 you rat. Ugh. Wham. Guy goes flying into a table. The shots bring more mobsters. Take it, you mugs. Spee, svap. The kid, I don't see him. Don't worry, we'll flush him from cover. Now I see the machine gun.
Yeah.
Hey, what? Ow. I've got their Tommy gun. Now to get out of this room. Kamandi bursts out in a hail of gunfire. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat. Pew. Bam. Stop him, stop him. Rat-a-tat-tat. Ugh. Suddenly the firing stops. Kamandi is the only one left on his feet. I'm alive. I made it. So yeah, I'm looking at this last 2-page sequence, maybe 3 pages. I'm missing some backgrounds here, even some indications, but okay, we made it, we're alive. I've got I've got them all. I had to do it. There was no other way. I had to defend myself. I wonder how many others I may have to gun down before they get me. You won't get away with this, kid. A voice, a shot. Commandy feels a bullet singe his arm. Zing! Ow! Haha, so you thought you nailed us, huh? You're not dead. We don't die so easy in this place, Sonny. The words ring true. Those who died a moment before now slowly rise to their feet. He's right, kid. We're still alive. Haha. And we're gonna take another crack at him. This time we'll fill him full of holes. Commandy is frozen in his tracks as the resurrected gangsters advance upon him. Out of my way, Knuckles. I'm taking the first shot at him. Scram, you bum. He's all mine. What's the matter, kid? You're acting nervous, like you can't believe your eyes. Let's all shoot him at one time. Then, yow! Blam, bam, crash. Spooked by this unexplainable incident, Commandy hurls himself through a window to escape. Plop. Whew, lucky that window was close to the ground. There's some sort of madness loose in this place. I've got to find my way out of here. Well, my prediction is that they were robots, and I'm sticking with it.
Mine is Westworld.
Right, exactly. But it's Chicagoland version, right?
Hmm.
I'm getting a great 2-page ad for Old and Heavy Gold, reel to reel record and 8-track and cassette offer. And they go year by year from 1955 to 1971. You can buy all the greatest hits They're all listed here in small print. Wow. I guess you check off the year you want. Memories are made of this. Remember Bobby socks and penny loafers? Greasy kid stuff. So you don't get the ads, but oh, look who Kamandi's bumping into. Chapter 3, Run for Your Life. Every instinct within Kamandi cries out with alarm. Old Chicago is a death trap for strangers, and the worst is yet to happen. Slaughter on Michigan Avenue. Ugh. Bingo, we found our quarry. Looks like he found you, Sarge. Womp. Hope sinks in Kamandi as he suddenly finds himself in the hands of the gorillas. Apes, how did you get here? We tracked you. We didn't want to lose a valuable talking animal. Yeah, especially one who gave us so much trouble. You'll never escape us again, animal. My troops will see to that. Let me go, let me go. Take care of him. Beat him if he struggles. It'll be a pleasure, Sarge. You fools, this place is a trap. What did you mean by that? You'll find out soon enough. You'll find out fast enough, ape. Then, even as Kamandi predicts, have a pineapple, you crumbs. This I noticed this device. You see it often. Kirby does this a lot, where someone just tosses a grenade, right?
Yep.
What? A grenade! Look out! Take cover! It's about to explode. There may be a second left. Tzow! Commander is stunned by the blast, but he escapes severe injury. Wow, I've got bruises all over. Behind him, hellish fury breaks loose. Gangland guns roar at the apes. Blam! Rat-a-tat-tat! Waff! Yep, they're having it out. The gorillas are confounded at the sight of the mobsters. This town is run by killer animals. As for Kamandi, psst, come here, kid. Who are you? Don't you see what's going on? I'm getting out of here, and I suggest you do the same. Sure, only I know a spot where you'll like the action better. I'd like it better if you'd untie these ropes. Ask no more. Gentleman George is a friend to all. Kamandi then follows his new companion. Where are we headed, pal? For the biggest poker game in town, kid. Follow me. But why do we have to sneak down alleys and cellars? To shake the law. You know gambling's illegal. So this is some nice Kirby design on this page.
That's a great page. The flow is insane.
Yeah,
It's great. Little
right.
tilt on that this panel
Mm.
here. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, he's
Whew.
got some
Then they
value
go
on it.
downstairs. He comes downstairs, and he's in the foreground, ready to emerge into it. Ugh.
Soon, strange, I get the feeling that everything happening here is a prepared scenario taken from old gang movies. Here we are, kid. Now you meet some real big shots. Huh, I wonder how real they are. They behave more like put-ons. Hiya, boys. How's the game going? It's going rotten, George. I hope this kid changes my luck. No one's luckier than this kid. I seen him walk through a hail of bullets. Say, we heard some shooting outside. That's because your town's being invaded by guerrillas. Ha ha, Chicago's full of gorillas. Take it easy, kid. It happens all the time. Just a lot of the boys letting off steam. No, Big Shot, I'm talking about real gorillas, but they're of a kind you've obviously never seen before. Oh yeah? What do these gorillas do? Run streetcars? Ha ha ha. Well, shut up, kid. You're only here to bring us luck, but your luck is running out fast. I can't let the gorillas win. They'll take this town and my freedom too. I must make these jerks get up and fight. You're yella, the bunch of ya. You're afraid to fight those apes. Keep talking, kid. You sound like you want a busted leg. You don't scare me. Give me that cigar. Unc, that was a bad mistake, kid. Nobody pulls that stuff on me and lives. Hold it. A kid with that much guts is worth listening to. Yeah, spill it, kid. Is that gorilla stuff on the level? They trying to muscle in on us?
Mm.
I like this. Kirby. Remember, he goes back to these days. So this is
Crime comics was the biggest thing at one point. I think in
that's right.
the early 50s, it was basically holding out against anything. Um, basically moving from wartime to
Right.
crime,
Yeah.
and then I think it goes into like cowboys. westerns.
Well, yeah, but also for DC, Kirby came out with a series called Justice Inc. that was a was a kind of a crime inspired series. So I
Mm.
wonder if this episode
Mm.
might be planted the seed.
Well, he just has it in his. It's already stored in his memory. You know what I mean? It just comes through his fingertips as it wills. You know.
What's going on with that the guy with the blue suit in the lower left on the right hand page? On my issue, half of his arm is purple and some kind of printing mistake.
Yeah. No, it's
Is he's
changed.
all yeah, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
out of
because
registering.
his arm goes back, and then the collar of his suit jacket comes forward, so it kind of creates this um, arm-ish. Your eye kind of tangents down,
But the whole suit is colored solid blue, right?
as well as that gun. For me,
Yeah,
it's all
yeah.
the
On
same.
mine,
The headband, hair, his belt.
there's
It's
a
all the same
major
blue.
printing error on mine where like half of his arm is like purple because there's this magenta out of register. It must have been some real botch up. Also, not sure what's going on with Commandy's elbow there sticking out. That's kind of weird.
Here,
Yeah, his elbow's a little knobby there, right?
yeah, but this would probably that one band of flesh, and then that next band of black would probably be the other side of his arm. Like
Mm,
that's, you know what I mean? It's the movement like that.
a
But
little,
unfortunately, it connects into this shadow running on his back.
yeah, a little odd.
Something inkers can take care of in, making decisions like kind of a toothy jagged line is what I would give just to be able to help ice the transition, but definitely not connecting to
Yeah, I think he was supposed to ink the entire bottom of the arm under the elbow, so it didn't
hmm,
look like it was sticking out so
yep,
much.
yep.
Um, okay, story page 18. I tell ya, by the time you finish this game, these gorillas will have your whole territory. The kid's right. I saw those outsiders with my own eyes. Gentleman George makes a case for our common defense. You mean we should kill the outsiders? Good idea. Let's rub 'em out. Meanwhile, on Michigan Avenue, the guerrillas unleashed their armor and firepower. They take a heavy toll among their adversaries. Wham, zam. Sergeant Ugash leads his soldiers in the forefront of the savage fighting. Smash them, show no mercy. So, with 2 pages left, I wonder how we're going to get out of this.
Mm.
Suddenly, look out, they're coming out of the sewers. You, too late, Ugash, you can't stop us. Pop, 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 pop. From every open manhole, the denizens of Chicago rise to give battle. Brap, pow, rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat, bam. Ugash, show yourself. You and I are going to settle this between ourselves. Get back, kid. I see the big ape. Okay, big showdown here.
Mm.
I'll blast you first, animal. You killed him. You? Ugash, you've still got me to reckon with. I'll finish you off, too. Looks like they're in close quarters with machine guns here. What? The dead one. He's getting to his feet. Keep him busy, kid, till I get a shot at him. You've suddenly turned chicken, Ugash. Look, look, he was dead. I killed him, and now. Step aside, kid. He's all mine. His face, his face. And there you have it, just as I
Westworld.
predicted.
Yep,
Yeah, I
there
might
it
have
is.
remembered this, but
I
what's
did
going on in
not.
old Chicago? It'll send you screaming. Next, the electric chair.
So last issue we'll get the big this is kind of great. I mean, the for going to issue 20 being the last one of this session we're doing, he's heading off into the blood red sunset. So it'll be interesting to see how the 20 getting out this far to 20 issues and resolving this is going to be interesting because it says you are leaving Chicago, come again, come again, come again. So
Right.
it's
Well, here we are.
amusement
So,
park.
yeah, this one kind of like the last issue to me seems a little bit on the rushed side. Not too much in the way of plots. He's got the vehicle, he's got the theme, and he just just comings and goings, right? There's there's nothing really like complex developing. It's just kind of like the garden variety
Well, once
formula.
again, I mean, we've been, looking into the depths of the world building, just trying to find more information about the Great Catastrophe, this whole exchange between humans being, muted animals, and now the animals are intelligent speaking, So this really didn't lend anything, though. I enjoyed it immensely, just for the Westworld. Another really great movie, the original, of course. Television show is really nice. But
Yeah.
Yul Brenner, man, that's why I shaved my head and smoke cigarettes. I love that guy. I love that guy. But anyhow,
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, I'm really anxious to get to issue 20 because it's going to be hopefully a nice closure to all 20 issues
Well,
and where we've
we'll have to.
got. But I don't think we're going to get anything huge in the way of uh, information, world building wise. And we have also said that he's got two other titles he's working on, and this is not a focus. If he just launched Sandman, we think, he's pouring his heart, mind, and soul into it. And this year he's just leaning back into the oldies, Gangland, but then was pulling from popular culture, which was Westworld. So,
Yeah, so Westworld was out, right? And
yep.
he's using Kamandi as this kind of like carrier for all kinds of themes. We've already seen King Kong, we've
Mhm.
already seen Westworld, we've seen Watergate, we've seen a lot of different things. He uses, the trap, the formula is like Kamandi's traveling to another place. He'll find another species or another, group or a warlord territory or whatever. I love it. I love all that. Um, on this issue, I'm just feeling, a little rushed. I'm looking at the line work, and he's definitely in a place where he's just on maintenance, with Commandy right now. Um, he's saving probably his deeper ideas, for other titles, and he's got this formula, and he's just sticking with it, and he's gonna ride it. Commandy, he went from issue 1 to about, I think, 38 or something. So that's years working on this title, and making it something. So I just think that he's kind of settled into like a quick process,
Yes.
and I just regret that there's a lot of panels that don't have backgrounds. If I'm looking at these last couple pages, it's not hard to put a brick wall and some wooden crates, like
Yeah.
here and there.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't do it. It's just like he's gonna do it here and there, but I'm back here on page 16. There's two panels out of five that have backgrounds. On page 17, there's one panel out of five that have backgrounds.
Mm,
And there's not even that much space for backgrounds. All you have to do is just like draw the perimeter of the room or whatever. So they're definitely in their like speed mode here.
right.
There is a time capsule.
Yay! Time capsules time.
Dear Jack, Mike, and Steve, I read and enjoyed everything, but in issue 12, I find other humans who could speak intelligently. I'm confused. Spirit and Bull Bantam are semi intelligently, as a result of Mr. Sacker's training. And it got me thinking that with further training, they could be just as smart as Commandy. Referring back to Commandy number 1, it says a natural disaster linked with radiation caused man to slip to the status of lower order animals. I understood it to mean that the radiation had caused man to permanently lose the ability to speak, let alone coherently. Now, according to your 12th issue, if enough humans were trained sufficiently, they could slowly reclaim their original status in the animal world. This would create some great story ideas in the process. Can you imagine stories having the few learned humans teaching the untrained ones to speak and think? The formation of large underground movements waiting for the day when their numbers are great enough to battle the animals for possession of the earth. Wow, what issues? Lawrence Diab from Cambridge, Mass. Wow, what issues indeed, Larry. It's a possibility that hasn't been overlooked by Jack and might just explain why other intelligent humans are being introduced into the series. We'll leave it to upcoming issues to provide us with a glimpse of what it all means. Wouldn't you rather have Jack explain it in 20 action packed pages instead of me in one paragraph? Um, yeah, so I think, he established this rule, but he is eventually going to loosen up the rules and bring humans in. Dear Jack, this letter concerns the future of Kamandi. We all know that Kamandi will have to end like the other Kirby DC books have, probably to make way for new ones. And like the Demon and Mr. Miracle, you are going to have to resolve things in one way or another. The question is how. You can't just leave us hanging in midair, as you did with the other books. As to Kamandi's future, as well as Earth's, I certainly hope that you don't use the doomsday bomb cop out. I suggest that in the end, Kamandi should be straightened out and forced to accept the situation. There's nothing that can be done about it. That will leave Kamandi trying to live as normally as possible with the men and the animals. In any case, I just hope Kamandi ends as well as it began. John Egan, San Mateo, California. And they respond, Hold on, John. Kamandi's adventures are far from over yet. Indications seem to point to many more issues to come. Who knows, we might even break 25. Jack's two new comics in no way interfere with the continuance of Kamandi. However, if the paper shortage gets any worse, we may have to send Jack door to door and have him tell each story personally. So I guess this is referring to the great paper shortage of 75, huh?
Yep.
74.
We're in a great paper shortage right now. So it's gotta.
Right. Let's see. Dear Jack, Kamandi 13 was great. Bull Bantam makes a terrific villain. Click Clack was a great addition to the comic. I'd like to see more of him. I like the picture of the gorilla at the race lighting up a cigar. Before I end, I would like to know if it will be possible to have a future issue of Kamandi in giant size. Jim Borland, Milpitas, California. Glad to hear you're enjoying the magazine. As you know by now, Click Clack's injuries were too much for him, but who knows what new creatures Kamandi might stumble upon to. Since DC Comics are now going to giant size, it's probably just a matter of time before Kamandi 2 goes big time. However, for the present, we'll still be coming to you in the familiar 20-cent size. And let's see. Hey, Mom, you liked it? Thought you would. Hey, would you buy the next few issues for me? I'm short on. Darn, well, at least you liked it. Sorry for leaving you comic creators in the dark like that. I was conversing with my mother on comics in general and Kamandi number 12 specifically. It isn't often that my mother reads a comic other than your horror mystery titles and comes to me saying she enjoyed it. She didn't notice Kirby's full page and superb background. She didn't think about Flower having a sister or her semi-nakedness. Wow. But she liked it. You guys have really triumphed this issue. It was my favorite one to date. I'm relieved that you didn't bring Flower back, as it would have been totally unreal. Having her sister was believable. Good move. Command is a good idea, but don't take it too far. I favor the idea of the absence of talking horses. What I'm waiting for is a talking aardvark. Ken Meyer, Savannah, Georgia. And the response is, thanks for the letter. We'll leave the talking aardvarks to Saturday morning cartoons. Even though it could make an interesting story to have Kamandi face a colony of Pink Panthers. Yeah, I think there was the Aardvark and the Ant cartoon on Saturday mornings back then.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. It was a kid's thing. Yeah.
Okay, last letter. Dear Jack. Oh, so yeah, they're all writing about number 12, which was one of the best issues, right? That was the whole setup of the Hialeah racetrack, right?
Yep.
Yeah. See that had just a couple more plot elements and a couple more, things per issue that makes the difference. Dear Jack, on the subject of intelligent horses, my conclusions are: at the time of the Great Cataclysm, the only animals affected were the meat-eating carnivores, lions, wolves, tigers, and the omnivores, both plant and meat eaters such as bears, apes, rats. The hoofed animals, horses, cows, live entirely on plants and were not mutated. They may have been affected some other way, but I'll leave that up to you. As soon as Cam gets through with Bull Bantam, I hope he finds his way west once more. Those intelligent killer whale raiders from the map in issue 1 have captured my imagination. When he finally does get there, it would be interesting to see a few dolphins or sea otters. And the response, that's Brad Colson from Breckenridge, Michigan. The response is, we'll see what can be done about speeding things up. Brad, thanks for the tip on horses. And that, folks, is the end of Kamandi number 19.
I can't wait to
So
get to 20. I have to
let's
say.
let's go straight there. We're
All
gonna
right,
we're
cool.
gonna film this in direct succession. We're not waiting a week. Although,
No,
what are
no.
we gonna do if 20 ends on a cliffhanger, Kurt?
Oh, we'll find out. We'll see. I mean, we'll give ourselves a little bit of a break because we've already talked about, jumping over and doing some other breakout material,
Right.
having found it during the process of these 20 issues. So there's nothing saying we can't get volume 2 and do issues 21 through 40.
That's right. And if anybody wants to submit a comment to our time capsule,
Yeah.
you don't have to send a letter. Just click a button and
Make a
start typing.
comment.
Yes, we welcome all your comments.
Awesome.
So
All
yeah,
right.
Kurt, we'll pull out number 20, and we'll see you in a few.
Yes, sir.